locked in. So slide it in, set your set screws. You only need about a half a turn. And I put one on both sides just because why not? Half a turn on both sides and this guy is not going anywhere. Now we just slide this puppy over and screw it on. You gotta line it up first though, I guess. So now that guy's on, totally rock solid. Pulling on that and it's not moving at all. Activate the lightsaber by sliding up the clamp card and fire it up. As you can see over here, the green light's on because the saber's lit. So the first blade is green with a white flash. The second blade is a spark blade with a heavy pulse, with a white plaster block and a white flashline flash. Third blade is a Return of the Jedi fire blade. Next one I did a light pulsing cyan blade. It's hard to even tell that it's pulsing, but you might be able to see that a little bit. You might be able to pick up on that, but it's a good color for this saber. Third blade is graflex blue with a white flash. White blade lockup. Next blade is a graflex fire blade. And we have, this is the sunburst yellow with a heavy pulse. Then we did a red with a white flash. And then a red fire blade. You guys are probably noticing a pattern here. And the green cycle blade, perfect for this saber. The nice white blade lockup. Next is, you guessed it, blue. With a white blade lockup there too. Strobe blade, because I love it. I think the best part about the strobe blade is the blade lockup, because it's a faster strobe effect, but it looks almost like it's a solid white blade. But it's just like alive, basically. It looks like an electric bolt. And now that I think about it, I think I need to design a blade based off just what that looks like in lockup form, because that would be a really cool blade. Next is the POV blade. I wish you guys could really see in the video how cool this looks. But look at the reflection in the monitor here. Man, this thing is just really cool, especially at night, in the dark. If you swing this guy around really aggressively, it just leaves wild traces. And we've got the battery blade-o-meter. And back to the beginning. I didn't put the unicorn or the rainbow blade on here because, I don't know, I'm just personally a little worn out with them. And there's not a lot of situations where you're going to be using those anyways. What is also on here, though, is the audio player. And I don't know if I've ever even bothered to mention that this Teensysaber has an audio player, but it certainly does. Every blade preset can have its own designated track. I'm sure that there's a way to program it so you can toggle between tracks in the same blade, but I have not actually done that. The way I set mine up is each blade, each color, has its own song, and you can pick whatever song you want it to be. Simply press the activation button, give it a long press, and release. And it starts up. And then you can fire up the saber with the music going. Long press and release to turn the music off. Next blade. Simple as that. That's how you do it. Now for the last fun part of this guy. As I said, there is the Gullwing doors here, and they're actually really easy to open. But with this glove on, of course, they're not. They are on steel hinges, and they have little tiny magnets that keep them shut. And they're very secure. Like, do whatever you want. This thing's not going to swing open. But they pop open like that. And we did a Goth Master chassis in this guy, done in gold and rhodium. And of course this mimics the blade, whatever the blade is doing. This section here, which are the radiator style fins, is in rhodium, and then the main section is gold. It's got a probably 1.25 inch quartz crystal point in there. You could do dual points coming from the top and bottom meeting in the center, but for this build I thought it looked better to have one big honking one that goes right down the middle.